just like that, it's another week here at the F1 Pop Culture Roundup. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Lydia. This is my F1 Pop Culture Roundup where we get to chat about all the F1 shenanigans that occur off track this past week. Now, I feel like today is going to be fairly chilled. It's a chilled one today. Grab a beverage. Actually may be fairly short, but this is the way the cookie crumbles with these things. Like, if we don't get loads of content, I don't have loads to talk about. I'm sure I'll find some things to yap about because I'm a yapper. How is everyone? Hope everyone's good. Are we excited for what race is next? Saudi Arabia. Did we enjoy Bahrain? I did, personally. I thought it was just slightly more exciting than the Japanese Grand Prix. Well done to Pastry on his win. Before we get into this, actually, I just want to say thank you for 2,000 subscribers. If you didn't watch the last vlog where I realised I hit 2,000 subscribers, then this is my formal thank you to you, because I'm very, very grateful that people are even watching these and liking these and subscribing to my channel. I didn't really have a number on what I wanted to grow to this year. It was just growth. I wanted to get all the F1 girlies in one space, and I feel like we're assembling, so this is good news. But yeah, thank you. I'm very, very grateful, and I feel like 2,000 subscribers is a big achievement. I did have some celebratory cake. It was delicious. Who knows? Maybe we'll be celebrating 3,000 subscribers in no time. Anyways, I think we should just get into it. Let's do the disclaimers before we begin. I feel like you know by now. If I've forgotten anything, please tell me. And this is being filmed on Wednesday and uploaded on Friday. So if anything major occurs in the next few days, it'll be in next week's video. Let's crack on, shall we? You know how previous weeks I've gone through it in some kind of order, like I've done it in teams or whatever? Yeah, well, that's not really the case this week. There is no rhyme or reason. What can I say? I just like to keep you on your toes. It's just because we've got kind of like a jumble mix-up of stuff happening. So I didn't really know what order to put it in. I'm just going to run down the list, so that's how we're going to do it. Also, lighting. I meant to put this in the disclaimers. We're in the midst of April showers. So there's clouds 1 minute, then there's not. So if it goes dark, I'm sorry, I can't control the weather as much as I wish I could. First up, if you are a food enjoyer like me, then this one's for you. This was discussed in a Ted's notebook from the Bahrain weekend, but I can't remember which day it was. I don't know if it was after practice, quali, or the race. One of them. But I was watching it unfold and I was like, what is going on? I don't know if any of you have ever been concerned about who the official pasta partner of Formula One is. No need to worry. We now know it's Barilla. Yes, that is correct. Formula One now has an official pasta partner, Barilla. Just in case there was any concern over that, I'm glad we've had confirmation. Now, did I ever think Formula One needed a official pasta partner? Not necessarily. But when I was hearing it come out of Ted's mouth at the weekend, I was like, sure. Of course. Because why wouldn't Formula One have an official pasta partner? Duh, sorry, my bad. My bad for never thinking that F1 needed an official pasta partner. They actually make pasta in the shape of love hearts, which is really cute. So if you do go to the supermarket and you happen to stumble upon some Barilla pasta and you happen to purchase it, just know you're basically eating F1 merch. It's basically F1 merch. I might have to get these love heart ones. Why don't they make some in the shape of race cars? Look, oh my god! When you go on their website, it comes up if it... official pasta partner of Formula One. No, that's so funny. What happens when speed meets taste? Find out more. Shall we find out more? Let's find out more. I want to find out more. Barilla becomes the official pasta partner of Formula One, a collaboration that sets a perfect match between two brands that share a passion for excellence and a desire to offer unique experiences. Okay, warm up your engines. The journey is about to begin. It currently just says stay tuned to discover more and follow us on our social media channels. Are we going to get like pasta content with drivers on the F1 channel? Are we going to get F1 pasta? I feel like I know the person we need to be calling, Kimi Antonelli. We need a Kimi makes pasta segment on the F1 channel. I wasn't expecting this, but at this point, expect the unexpected from Formula One. Like, I just feel like you can't outrule anything. So, welcome to the gang, Barilla. We're so happy to have you. I want an official pasta partner. Can they be my official pasta partner? Imagine we had an official pasta partner of the F1 Pop Culture Roundup. The day I get a sponsor, no one will ever hear the end of it. What happens when speed meets taste? I don't know. You tell me. Next thing is a little callback to a previous episode of the F1 Pop Culture Roundup, because we spoke about this weeks ago when it was kind of leaked online that we were getting a Lando Norris times Monster drink. And we're talking about it again because it does seem like we are definitely getting a Lando times Monster drink. The original post has been deleted. What does it mean? What does it mean? I don't know. Maybe this person wasn't supposed to post this yet until there was like an official announcement. I don't know. But it was deleted not before the girlies could screenshot. That screenshot tool, we love that screenshot tool because it's been all over TikTok. So I do feel like it's fair that I can talk about this again. In the caption of this now deleted post, it does say global campaign. And this is what has got everyone excited because previously I think the limited edition cans have only been available in the UK. It's looking like maybe this is international, global. Big word. We love global. And you best believe when we get more news on this, I'll be live and direct reporting for duty. I don't think I'll be drinking it, but you know who I could get to do a taste test? My dad. Because my dad is a fan of an energy drink. He also is a big fan of the Lewis Hamilton Monster drink. So when this is officially official and we have a can that I can actually hold in my hands, I'll get Live Laugh Dad to do a taste test for you. Have you been missing George Russell's PowerPoint presentations? Don't fear, Stake F1 Team Kick Sauber are here. I don't know who at the team made this PowerPoint presentation, but I just know that they had a lot of fun doing it. And I also know, well, not for a fact, I feel like I'm pretty certain that Nico and Gabrielle did not know what was coming when they sat down to film this video. It was like a why Nico and Gabby are the best duo in Formula One, or something like that. And it was a PowerPoint presentation that George Russell would be proud of, I think. Maybe even envious, I'm not sure. But it went through the most convoluted way possible to make those two the best duo ever in F1. They're trying. I'm not convinced yet at Nico and Gabrielle's bromance. I don't think they have one yet. Ollie and Esteban definitely is forming. Nico and Gabrielle, not sure. I'm yet to be convinced. Maybe we need another PowerPoint presentation convincing us that they do actually like each other. It's feeling a little awkward, and that's okay. At the end of the day, they're not really there to be best friends with their teammate. That's not the main objective. It's still early days. Maybe it will develop. Maybe they'll surprise us. I know that George Russell is quaking at that PowerPoint. We have some cheaters on the F1 grid. Some sneaky little cheats, also known as Sir Dripsalot and Chucky Leclerc, Sir Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. Now this is a bromance forming, and I'm really happy about it. We learned at the weekend that these two sometimes like to play each other at chess online. Which is so cute, it's so cute. But we also learned that they both like to cheat. I think Lewis said he was in London and Charles was in Monaco. They were playing each other online. Sorry, but already that's so cute. But they both said that they were using like an extension that you have that shows you which moves to play. They were both using them to cheat at chess with one another. Boys, what are you like? This is why we love these fan zone stages and these questions, because how else would we know this information? This is the information we need. Charles was saying that he really wanted to go to bed, but they couldn't leave it at 4-4. Like, they both won 4. So they played another round, and then that's when the cheating was occurring. Or I don't know if someone was cheating before. As long as that stays on the chessboard and does not come to the F1 track, all is fine. Now, to me, and I feel like this is what they've set out to do, Williams has always been like the family team. I feel like they've always tried to appear as the family team. It's seeming like Carlos and Alex, Bono, are the sons that James Vowles didn't know he was getting this year. Because not only did we learn this weekend that sometimes he lets them use his toilet in his office before races, but also that they may have gifted James a framed photo of them. The first Bono picture, may I add. Apparently this was gifted to James and it now sits on his desk. Wholesome, cute. That's our family team. Oh, actually, in Williams news, we could talk about the next thing. This goes quite nicely. We had the reuniting, sorry to Bono, but we had the reuniting of CarLando. Everyone say thank you, Williams, for making this happen. But they did a little CarLando reunion where they played golf games, because as we know, they're lovers of golf. I feel a bit bad for Alex. I feel like Alex also is a lover of golf, but we are very grateful for the CarLando content. Or I am, anyway. Carlos was the winner of the games, but do you want to know who the real winner was? Us. The real winner was us, because we got CarLando content. Williams, you know how to treat us. I said last week that they're very generous, and they are standing by that. Every time I get a notification that Williams have posted on YouTube, it's a good day. 2 people I can always count on to give me an immaculate photo dump: Alex Albon and Yuki Tsunoda. They never fail. It's 10s across the board every single time. I don't know how Alex does it, but his a kind of aesthetic I fear without trying. And joining him there, Yuki Tsunoda. His photo dumps are fantastic. Obviously last week we spoke about food blogger Yuki Tsunoda. This week he blessed us with this image of Max. Need I say more? This is me. I am this. Whatever this is, yeah. I know people love to hate him. I'm never going to be one of them. That's our 4-time world champ. Thank you, Yuki, for another fantastic photo dump. Thank you, Yuki, for being an excellent photographer. All those photographers in the F1 paddock should be quite thankful that Yuki is an F1 driver and not flexing his photography skills alongside them. The next thing I saw the other week, actually, and I forgot to include it, but they may have reposted it, or I just happened to see it again, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I saw that. Maybe a little bit of a strange crossover. At least it is to me anyway. But then again, there are a lot of strange crossovers in the F1 world, so I don't know why I'm so surprised. And I don't think I quite understand it. But maybe it's because I don't watch Selling Sunset. Is that what it's called? I've never seen it. However, Jack Doohan is teaming up with Jason Oppenheim, not to be confused with Oppenheimer, the movie. Jason Oppenheim from Selling Sunset. Does he own the... They're like a real estate. It's a real estate thing, right? But Mr. Jason from Selling Sunset and Jack Doohan are teaming up to create his Miami GP helmet. Is Selling Sunset based in Miami? I don't know these things, so someone needs to tell me. He starts off the video by being like, hey guys, I'm here with my friend Jack Doohan. And I was like, what a strange friendship. I didn't see that friendship coming. But hey, like, we all need friends. I need some friends, so I'm not knocking it. I just thought, what an odd crossover. But they were asking for suggestions for his special edition helmet for Miami in the comments. So if you want to go make some suggestions of what it could be, go put your votes in, because the Miami Grand Prix isn't far away now. So I'm assuming they've probably already created one. Is it going to have Selling Sunset on it? Or no, what are they called? The Oppenheim Group. Not to be confused with Oppenheimer the movie. Maybe it's going to be sponsored by the Oppenheim Group. Not something I thought I would see this year. But stranger things have happened. Everyone rejoice, we've had some more Team YouTube content. Yeah! And that came in the form of a Haas Unfiltered from Japan and a Red Bull, like, thank you to Honda. What do they call theirs? Oh no, they call theirs something too. Behind the... I feel like it starts with a B. Behind the Charge. Behind the Charge. So we had a Haas Unfiltered and a Red Bull Behind the Charge, both from Japan, both great pieces of content. I just like seeing what they get up to on a weekend from a perspective that you don't see just watching the race, because they get up to loads of stuff. You know, they have to go and do all their media, they have to go and do all their fan forums and things like that. Red Bull did a showcase in Japan, so you got to see some little behind the scenes of that. Long live the Team YouTube content. Oh, and actually, Ollie was wearing a really cute jumper. I assume it's part of his merch line. It was pink. It was, I reckon it was a special edition Japan merch. Very cute. It was basically the same colour as this. When I was watching those videos, I was thinking to myself, who haven't I seen much content from in a while? And my brain immediately went to Alpine. I was like, where is French Australia Alpine? And where is the content? But like, I just haven't seen much from them other than the Jack Doohan times Oppenheim, not to be confused with Oppenheimer the movie, Miami GP helmet. Where are French Australia Alpine? And just like that, I went onto their YouTube channel, I clicked on the video at the top, and it was like, welcome to Alpine Rise Plus. And I was like, what on earth is an Alpine Rise Plus? So guess what I did? I signed up to it. Yeah, of course I did. This is very serious journalism. I'm a woman of the people. I have to sign up to these things. It takes you to this website and you can get all this like exclusive content. It's free, but there are a bunch of videos on there, articles, and every time you watch one, you gain some XP. I think you can unlock some more exclusive things when you have certain amounts of XP. Right now, I'm on like 30 XP, so I'm about to be hitting this exclusive content. Let's go. But I was actually pleasantly surprised. Paul Aaron did a garage tour. Thoroughly enjoyed that. He has a little pink mini mic. Lovely. We had this video where Pierre was driving around in this little yellow car in Japan and Jack was asking him questions. Oh, things I learned from that, actually. Jack likes to eat Vegemite and avocado on toast. Feel like that's quite Australian. That screams Aussie to me. If Pierre could trade lives with any fictional character, he would choose Batman so he can drive the Batmobile. And then one of the other questions was like, what is something that you always bring with you when you're travelling? And Pierre said a book. He said, I always have a book in my bag, but I never really read it. Mood. I'm not known to be the biggest reader either. I used to be when I was little, and I wish I was. I go through phases where I will read loads and then I just won't read for months and then I'll read loads again. Classic ADHD behaviour, what can I say? But yeah, Pierre said he always carries a book with him. So then my next question is, Pierre, what book are you carrying with you? I need to know what you're reading. I have a feeling it's not going to be similar to what my bookshelf looks like. I mean, if he whips out a Chestnut Springs book by Elsie Silver, now we're talking, Pierre. Now we are talking. But I can't imagine that Pierre is into a cowboy romance. However, they are fantastic. So I would recommend to Pierre if he is in the mood for a cowboy romance. But like, what do we imagine Pierre is reading? I have no idea. I have no concept of what these guys would read. But I fear it would be books that might scare me a little bit. Like, what if he's reading books on crypto? Oh, scary. I don't know, but I feel like this was an important question to ask. I feel like Jack, as the interviewer in this moment, needed a follow-up to this question. But this is why he is not doing very serious journalism and he is an F1 driver instead. And last, but certainly not least, arguably the most important thing we have to talk about this week, Sir Lewis Hamilton is on the cover of Vogue. Just a moment of appreciation, thank you. We are now creeping ever closer to that first Monday in May, also known as Met Gala Monday. If you haven't been here for previous F1 pop culture roundups, then you may have not heard me talk about this, but Sir Lewis Hamilton is one of the co-chairs of the Met Gala this year, which means we are in for a treat. So ahead of the Met Gala, they released the Met edition of Vogue, which features all of the co-chairs, and obviously our man, Sir Lewis Hamilton. He was one of them. It's basically just a whole piece of him talking about how fashion became really important in his life. He was talking about like in the early days where he was just kind of told what to wear. You need to wear this suit and this team kit and that's it. And then this is one of my favourite quotations from the article. It says, eventually I had the courage to push beyond those boundaries and say, look, I want to turn up to the track in what I want to wear. I'm here now. You can't get rid of me or change the way I dress. The pushback was massive, but when the sport saw the impact of my little runway, other drivers started doing the same thing. Little runway? I think you're doing yourself a disservice there, Sir Lewis Hamilton. It is not a little runway. That is a big moment every week. I wait with bated breath to see what he is wearing into the paddock every week. The Sir Lewis Hamilton paddock runway, you will always be famous. He then goes on to say, when I look at the images of black men from the past, images like the ones in the exhibit, they were so stylish. My stylist Eric McNeil and I have been thinking about how I'm going to turn up to the Met Gala. I've been thinking about it too, Lewis. We're both very thoughtful and intentional when it comes to fashion, and I hope that everyone else attending is compelled to really research and think deeply about what they're wearing. I also hope that people take time to see the exhibit. The storytelling is amazing. Because as soon as I saw the theme for this year's Met Gala, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be so good. And then when I thought about who actually usually attends, I thought, this could go in a direction that we do not need it to go in. I second that, because I really do hope that everyone does loads of research on this and actually is really intentional with what they're wearing, because it's an incredible theme, especially to celebrate Black history and Black fashion history. I pray to the fashion gods that everyone's on theme this year. Like, please. We don't need to stress about it now. However, I know who is going to be on theme. Sir Lewis Hamilton. I can't wait. I'm so excited. What day is the first Monday in May? Because May is getting quite busy for me. It's the day after the Miami Grand Prix. Oh, he is a busy man. I'm not even in the country that weekend. When I get back from my trip, that is what I'll be doing on Monday. I'll be rotting in bed waiting for the Met Gala to commence. Vogue also posted another little article, and it reads, ahead of the Met Gala, tracing Lewis Hamilton's style evolution. Well, first of all, it's Sir Lewis Hamilton to you, Vogue, thank you. They selected 28 images to trace his style evolution. Before you get the images, it says below more of Hamilton's best fashion moments. So I was like, ooh, what moments are they going to choose? Because I have some in mind. And I understand we are tracing his style evolution here through these images. I do think even Sir Lewis himself, Sir Dripsalot himself, would say that some of these aren't his best fashion moments. I mean, some of them aren't my favourites. They wouldn't have been my choice for this article. This is all part of a style evolution. We have to grow and we have to evolve. And you know what? If this is where we had to start to get where we are now, that's okay. That is more than okay. Yeah. Anyway, if you're a fashion girly pop like me, I know you're excited. I know, because I am. I can't wait to see what he's wearing. Oh my god, is Charles going to be there? I was thinking about this the other day. Are we going to see any other F1 drivers on the carpet? I don't know. I remain intrigued. I remain excited. Gotta love a Lewis Hamilton Vogue cover. And that is all I've got for you today. And my memory card errored me once and deleted some footage. Oh no, maybe it did it twice and deleted some footage I'd already filmed. So it's not too bad. I feel like we've done pretty well. As always, you gotta let me know what was your favourite moment from this past week. Mine, 100%. Oh no, actually I was gonna go confidently Lewis Hamilton Vogue, but then CarLando just crept back up in the back of my brain. How do you choose? Asking for a friend. I don't think I can. It's one of those. CarLando or Lewis Hamilton Vogue. That was my favourite moment. And also, as we know, leave me one of these in the comments if you made it this far into the video. I hope you all have a lovely race weekend. I'll be vlogging again this weekend, my little race weekend vlog. So if you like vlogs or you want a little comfort YouTuber, you need someone to shove in the background as background noise, I'm here for you. I'll be back on Monday with one of those videos. And then I'll be back next weekend for another F1 Pop Culture Roundup. And in the next few weeks, the content's about to get exciting. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, you know what to do. Like, subscribe. We've got a good gang going on over here now. And I will see you next week. Love you, bye.